You can see it is not moving. 2 hours ago, it was wiggling all around in this pan, but it's not going anywhere. It is definitely freezing out here. You can see my breath. Chances are, if you turned on your faucets today, water was either cold or it wasn't coming out at all. Within the last hour, we've learned new details. The most concerning was the shooter was fired just before going on a rampage. You could hear the residents cheering in excitement that the standoff was finally over. Many were actually evacuated and sent over to the Lincoln Center. This is where investigators say the plane that was looking to land actually hit these trees and crashed in this field behind me. There's also been reports around Robertson County of storm damage. Let me step out of the way so that you can see this. BTU and College Station utilities are working hard to make sure power shortages caused by weather damage are restored quickly. When signing Senate Bill 2 and 3 into law, Governor Greg Abbott said the goal is to create more accountability for ERCOT and to make sure power grids can withstand any extreme weather. Hundreds of students cheering outside Houston Elementary, all for their favorite superhero.
I feel like everyone was cheering me on for everything I've done.
7-year-old Charlie Van Eman.
We're so proud of him, and we're just happy that other people are proud of him too.
Charlie's mom, Angela, says it's been a tough year.
We got diagnosed with neuroblastoma last July. Charlie has gone through several rounds of chemotherapy, surgery, and then 2 bone marrow transplants, and then we just finished up radiation.
Through it all, Charlie's friends have seen his strength.
One of Charlie's friends said Charlie should get the Courage Award because he has shown so much courage this year.
Counselor Sylvia Luera says on top of the award, the school raised more than $4,000.
You just never know what's going to come around the corner for anyone, and so it's nice to know that we have such a supportive community.
We've been very blessed throughout this to have such an amazing school to support Charlie throughout this.
Charlie's favorite part?
I got to see my friends from last year.
Smiles like that we get off of him are awesome because there's days when we don't get smiles like that at all.
Best day ever.
In Bryan, Mekena Rodriguez, News 3. At 67, Taylor Bradley is alive and well, but a phone call with her bank in March told her otherwise.
She said, Miss Bradley, we have you down as deceased. Just like that, I got dizzy. I thought I was going to faint.
When she called the Social Security office,
and they tell me, yes, ma'am, we have you deceased. You have to come in person to get this straight.
Bradley says she went to the Bryan office twice before finally being helped.
I signed the paper. Everything was supposed to be cool.
A month later,
I have to go again on the 19th to prove I'm alive.
Bradley says she's done everything she can think of, including asking for help from Congressman Pete Sessions.
I have screamed, I have cried, and I have been fighting with my whole human being not to lose it.
As someone that depends on a Social Security check to live,
I've got to live the rest of this month. I got to live next month. And I don't think I could go through it next month.
Bradley says she hasn't been told why this happened. Texas A&M University School of Law interim director Karen Roden says it's likely identity theft.
However they got your Social Security number, and you've got to be proactive to get this corrected because it's not just her death that is the problem. Her Social Security number's out there and someone's using it.
Bradley says she's documenting everything, all to prove
I'm not dead.
In Bryan,
I'm not.
Mekena Rodriguez, News 3. Protesters for the Sully statue remaining on campus made their presence known around 1:30.
Decades is the father of traditions at Texas A&M.
Gathering together, sharing the history of Sully and why he's an important part of A&M history.
This has nothing to do with hate. This has nothing to do with anything that's going on. This is just our university coming together to try and support a man who essentially kept us here, because if not, Texas A&M would not be here today.
Protesters against the Sully statue marched from the administration building to the academic plaza demanding change.
I'm very proud of the school, but I'm not proud of a lot of the traditions that they hold so close to their heart. So I mean, America, it's all about growth, and we want to see a change. So that's the reason why we're here, because we want to see if America's ready to change.
At the end of the day, some protesters agreed to disagree.
I think that this is a moment when everyone, no matter what color or creed, we can come together and just see what each other's viewpoints are.
People who look like me probably would be met with violence. So I like the fact that we can have two contrasting opinions and us feel safe to be able to like express that.